All right, so we already did a site consultation. They got a beautiful embankment with a natural grade that's gonna come right down and be so conducive for the type of waterfall and koi pond that we're gonna build. So we came back to the office and we came up with this plan right here. Now, we just gotta print it out and take it and show it to the homeowner and get approval. So here we are, we're in Mechanicville, New York, and this is exciting because we're gonna build an 11 by 16 pond, and we got that natural elevation. Just can't wait to start digging. We got Jason and Austin here. They're putting some plywood down because of course it rained last night and it's gonna be a muddy mess. So we're gonna try and keep it somewhat rut free. I'm not sure that's really gonna happen, but you know what? We'll do our best. And let me show you the site. This is where we're gonna put that pond. We got stuff kind of marked out already over into those orange marks, and we got this natural elevation to be able to put our waterfall and stream on, which is going to be really cool. And there is so many places to view this from. I don't know how you're going to miss out.
So we're in some heavy ground here, a lot of clay. To prevent getting any water underneath the liner, we always put an under drain in.
Excavation is complete. We actually got our liner in. We're ready to start rocking this pond. Over in there, we got that huge pile of dirt, which is gonna be awesome. We already have natural elevation, so we're gonna be able to smooth that out and create a little bit more of a berm to get a better effect of a waterfall stream area. Down over into here, this is kind of where it's gonna fall down into from the stream, and then over in this section is where we're gonna have to put our skimmer, because you always wanna make sure that you're drawing from the farthest point of the pond, which means the farthest point from your waterfall entry. It's best to have that skimmer all the way down here. That way it's gonna pull all that debris and help with that current. All right, guys, we ready to start rocking and rolling or what?
Oh, we're ready to start rocking and rolling. Get a workout today.
We need a workout.
I need a workout.
It's gonna be hot enough, right? So anyway, we're gonna start rocking this out. Jason and Austin actually dug this pond out and it's looking awesome. So I can't wait to rock it. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock it.
Nick, you ready to run the excavator today?
Yeah.
Yeah? You think we're gonna get a lot done, Jay?
We're gonna get a lot done.
So have you ever noticed how sometimes young kids just take the things real easy? Well, Nick has been running the excavator since he was 6 years old, and check him out. He's here with Jason and I, and Austin. He's running the excavator, we're setting rock, and we are motoring. So right now we're at the stage where Jason is going to start hooking up this skimmer. So on the bulk fitting, let's show them, Jay, how there is a rubber washer on there. The rubber washer, whether it's a biofalls or a skimmer, always goes to your water side. So meaning the inside of your skimmer, and then that plastic washer has got to go on the outside. So see how he's going to fish that through, and then you got to remember this bulk fitting is a left-hand thread. So you're going to spin it the opposite way of what is normal. There he goes, and it's threading right on. So now that he's got the plastic washer on the outside, the nut is on the outside, and inside right here the rubber washer is. So Jake, give it a crank, and then we'll show him how it squishes right down. And that's the important part, that when it squishes, but you don't want to over tighten it, especially when it's as hot as it is today, because you'll just end up cracking that bulk fitting. We use a pair of water pump pliers, which any supply house pretty much sells. Now we're good to get this down in the hole that they dug and shoot the grade and make sure the water level coincides with the air gap on the front of your skimmer. All right, we got this pond about half rocked. We started this morning. It's about 11:30. Ran out of rock, but the truck is on its way back. Should be here any minute so we can keep rolling. In the meantime, we're putting the skimmer in. The reason the skimmer is all the way down here is because we want it to the farthest point of the pond. So over on that end, right about over into here, where our waterfall is going to enter. So that means the pump current is going to pull it all the way down into here, and it's going to pull any debris into this skimmer that's going to have a debris basket, which is very easy. The skimmer basket has a handle on there. You're going to be able to pull that skimmer basket out and just dump any debris you got. This time of year, you can check it once a week. In the fall, when there's leaf season, you're going to want to check that daily. This is always a good sign. It's pump time. So right now Jason is putting the check valve on. So in the check valve box there is a lot of different fittings that come in there. So you can hook up to either these the 5PLs and 9PLs, some of the Aqua Surge pumps. There's many different fittings in there. So everything you need comes in that box. Makes it super simple. The one thing I like about using all the Aquascape products is everything is compatible. So this check valve that Jason's putting on, there's no gluable fittings. They have already done the guesswork out of it. So basically all you got to do is hook up the right fitting out of the box into this Surumi 9PL, and it goes right down into the skimmer box, down over into here. Right now he's pulling in or screwing in one of the fittings that stay in there for the winter months, and that way it just has this one nut right there. All you got to do is release that nut and you can pull your pump right out. Makes it super simple. Pump goes in, you got to finagle it down through the rock a little bit, no big deal. Most importantly, you want to keep that check valve a little bit loose on the very bottom of that pump until you get it kind of fitted up. And look how simple that is. No pressure, Jay. Make sure to make it look simple. Anyway, so look at that. Pretty easy. I think, what did it take? 5 minutes to hook a pump up. You take it out of the box, you get the right fittings out of the check valve box, and hook it right up. Super simple. Then after he's done, this pretty cool debris basket right here is going to go in the skimmer. And then there is a filter also in a skimmer that is a pre-filter, and it just keeps from all the large debris getting into the side of the pump and plugging it. Filter goes in. Look at this, handy. And the debris basket is in, super simple. Now when all that debris in the fall comes spinning down through here, this 9PL is gonna suck it right through into that debris basket. You grab a hold of the handle and you lift it right out. All right, does everybody know what time it is? It is waterfall time, and we are gonna start building a waterfall. The pond is all done. Let's check it out. All right, we are at a good stage. Pond's almost full. We got everybody on the waterfall, buttoning things up, sealing it. We got gravel going down. Jason is finishing the last drop. Jay from South Carolina is helping out over there. And Austin and Jep are doing fine tuning. Right, boys? Yeah. Fine tuning it is?
Fine tuning it is.
Fine tuning it is. All right, Nick, does this beat going to school or what?
Oh, yeah.
Even in the mud?
Yeah.
All right, I guess we better clean up, right? Because this job is almost a wrap. Oh, even though when you got plywood, we still got chunks of mud. We have a mess here to clean up, but you know what? Water feature is done. Waiting for the pond to fill up, and then we are going to be running this waterfall. And I don't know about you, Nick, but isn't running the waterfall the best part?
Probably.
It is, right? Other than messing with the machine in the mud? All right, come on, let's go check this out. All right, so that's a wrap in the Mechanicville, New York project, and this thing came out awesome. You know, let's take a little tour and check this pond out. All right, so this pond we kind of made longer and a little bit narrower, so it looked like an extension of this large stream that we have going up the bank. And on the farthest point right here is we have our skimmer, because we want that pump to pull all the current right towards that pond. Yes, the pond's a little cloudy right now, but that happens every time we start it up. And this being a natural ecosystem, that's going to clean up in a couple days. Nothing to worry about there at all. So we have this entry waterfall, which is coming on the last drop of our stream waterfall area, and it's flanked by those really charactered boulders, which are it just looks like they've been in there forever, right? Because you got those striations and stuff on those boulders. Looks like the water's been rushing over them for millions of years, and it just gives that creation a whole new look to check out these falls. What we always try to do is create different viewing points. There's an area over to the left over here that's perfect for Adirondack chairs. That's why we kind of cut that grade, because you could put it in and then you'd be looking across at a different area. As you transition up the yard, check out all the different little things that are happening in these falls. And look, the more we walk to the side, the more things and the look and the sound changes. And that is one of the biggest things that we try to create, because we want it to be super interactive. Then you come over here. What I like about that wearstone is on the left side of it, it gives it that kind of rain look where it kind of transitions down off that little knob, and it just helps that whole thing look natural. Plus the deep pools. We like to do deep pools of water, so there's no gravel showing. And it just creates a much more natural look like you might see in nature. Look at that. We also were using a 6,000 biofalls in here, which is really going to filter this pond. It's way over filtered, which we want, because you never know how many koi a customer is going to put in there. What made you decide to actually start living the aquascape lifestyle and put this in your backyard?
Well, this house was in the plans already, and I woke up early one morning and started watching YouTube video and just happened upon Aquascape. I don't know if it was Greg's channel or the Aquascape, whichever it was. I just thought, wow, that is so cool. I wonder if I could do that in my house. And I found your name, and I investigated it a bit and talked to a couple people that gave you high marks for sure.
So was your wife totally on board in the beginning?
No.
So how'd you convince her?
This was her idea to build a new house. This was my idea, and I guess I kind of won a small battle there.
How does she feel about it now, though?
She went out to your store, and that kind of, she didn't know what we were getting into. You know, you could watch all the videos, and she just didn't see it. She saw all your pond displays, talked to your wife, and it was like a revelation. You know, then she was totally on board, and she thinks this is fantastic.
The next phase is you're going to get a patio, right? So,
Yep.
You think you'll spend any time out here?
I think so, yeah. Can't wait for the grandkids to see it and enjoy it.
Tim, I just want to thank you for letting the guys and me create this awesome feature for you, and we hope you're going to enjoy it for years to come.
It's my pleasure, man. This is great. Thank you very much.